next few days on the Camino were not the best for me. Although improving every day, my foot pain caused problems all the way to León and beyond. The flat terrain of the Meseta didn't help, as walking on a level had become exactly the worst thing to do for my foot pain. But still, we walked on. We were also catching the northern edge of a storm, with wild and biting winds our constant companion, making the flat and almost treeless landscape that little bit more challenging. From Carrión de los Condes to León is the flat part of the Camino. It is an historically rich agricultural land once occupied by families working their farms, but now sparsely populated in spaced out towns and villages. We passed through numerous quiet and seemingly empty places, although those that catered to pilgrims were noticeably busier. We stopped in simple hostels after a day of simple walking. It's a landscape that invites you to pay attention to the details. A bird in flight, sunlight shifting across the landscape, a solitary tree in the distance. In some ways, the heart of the Meseta is the heart of the Camino itself. Good morning. Excuse me. So we're about a third of the way through today. It's been drizzly, windy, a little bit chilly, not too bad, but still not the warmest day, and flat. Which is good in a way, but not brilliant, as I had to take yesterday off, have a rest day. I think the reason it happened yesterday was I was the day before, walking into Carrión de los Condes was because I was a little bit too fast without my poles, which is always a disaster. Also just a new terrain, and I didn't really take proper care. So I did speak to a podiatrist. She said a day of rest would be good because there was no real inflammation or anything. It was just I'd started to strain. So I'm going very slow today, but we should get there. Not really any pain. I've only taken one painkiller early this morning, but we're doing fine at the moment. We'll see how we do. left Ledigos on a dark and windy morning. The day got brighter, but the wind didn't lighten. It was the day that we passed the monument marking the halfway point, although, strictly speaking, it is the halfway point between Roncesvalles and Santiago, so we had passed our personal halfway point several kilometres earlier. It was also the high point of my foot problems. A timely stop in Sahagun and the purchase of compression socks was the highlight of the day and the beginning of a proper recovery. The lesson I learned? I should have been wearing them earlier. I could have saved myself a lot of pain. With my ongoing foot problems, I was walking so slowly that most people were overtaking us. In order to be sure about our accommodation in Bercianos del Real Camino, Marie-Ève went on ahead and I found myself alone. The wind was blowing and the clouds flew across the land, the sun breaking through to dramatic effect. Slowly but surely I made my way step by step to our end point, being more than a little grateful to finally arrive and at last be able to rest. Day 21 of walking, and I'm probably about 8-9 kilometers out of the center of León. Today has been, for me anyway, a very slow day. My little foot pain slash shin ache yesterday, by the end of the day, was becoming a real problem. So I had a very quiet, very restful night, and today I have walked as slowly as I possibly could. I mean, when I was checking my speed at one point, I was doing about 2.5 kilometers an hour. But I'm getting there. I will definitely arrive in time for very late lunch, and then I believe we're going to have almost the entirety of the group that we had formed, our little family, Camino family. Some of them will be having their end of their rest day in León. A couple of us, Marie-Eve and I, will be arriving. I'm taking a rest day tomorrow as well. I think I really need to A, visit León, and B, give my foot the best chance of recovering. And I will probably end up a day behind the group for the rest of the way. So back to walking alone, although you're never really alone on a Camino. Already starting to see faces that are becoming familiar faces as we're walking. It's becoming more and more industrial as we're going into the city, as you would expect. But it's a lovely day. There's no wind after yesterday and the day before. That's a blessing. It was actually temperature-wise colder this morning, much colder, just above freezing, but it felt significantly warmer than yesterday. So I'm nice and happy, enjoying the walk, enjoying my slow time, and looking forward to exploring León soon. It's not all glitz and glamour on the Camino. We're definitely in the urban sprawl for León now. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the videos. Please do like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow.